Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I thought I should talk about A-level biology since my last video was about sixth form sort of tips and ideas. So I thought this should be kind of a continuation from that. So let's get started. A-level biology is hard. I'm gonna just say it straight off. It is hard, but that doesn't mean that it's not doable. The thing with biology for A levels is that you need to know your terminologies a lot, like very well, because when it comes to the exam, you can't just like say it in your own words. You have to use the correct terminology and everything like that. Like if you don't say this word in your answer, then you will lose marks. So knowing your terminology is very important. There is so much content to learn in biology, so much. Like GCSEs was like nothing compared to biology. So much content, everything is in so much detail. So it is very important, if you guys want to get the top grades, really do take biology very seriously and learn the content. Try and understand everything about it. Know your terminologies. Know your terminologies inside and out. So if I said exocytosis to you, you should already know what it is, basically. If I said, okay, the structure of the RER or the function of the RER, you should know that. If I said to you about, okay, talk to me about meiosis, mitosis, meiosis in more detail, you should know about that. Those sort of things, you need to really take A-level biology quite seriously and really learn the content, because it is a lot to learn. But as long as you, as I always say, as long as you organize yourself and you do effective revision, then you are going to be fine. What really helped me with biology when it came to revising and preparing for tests was to actually get workbooks, so revision workbooks for biology. I found it so useful because it really sort of gave me a sort of idea of what it's like, sort of questions that could happen in the actual exams. And actually, what I really liked about it was that the biology workbook, exam practice workbook, the CGP one, I personally felt like the questions there were harder than in the actual exam. So that really helps me a lot. Flashcards are also very helpful as well. So when it comes to flashcards, learning about the processes. So yeah, learning about the processes in terms of like the secretion of proteins and terminology. Flashcards are really useful for that. And to be honest, if you're a sort of person who doesn't really like physical flashcards, like sort of something like this, if you don't really like physical flashcards like this, well, these are revision cards, flashcards, then I would encourage you to actually get Quizlet. Quizlet is so helpful, so much. It was really helpful for languages. So if you are doing a language for A levels, if you're doing Spanish, French, Japanese, Mandarin, Quizlet is really good for like remembering stuff. Another thing that you guys should do when it comes to revision for A level biology is to do this sort of active recall. I didn't start doing active recall until like halfway of year 12, and I do wish I actually did do it beforehand at the beginning, because that would have been extremely helpful. I basically created a list of questions for each topic in biology. When I want to come to my revision, especially when I have end of term revision or end of topic revision, I use those questions and I answer them. And any sort of questions that I find it hard to answer, or I'm struggling in, and I can't basically answer it, I'll be like, oh, okay. So I go back to my revision book, to my textbook, or to my school notes and kind of read it up and see what I didn't understand. Yeah, I did it repeatedly. I did it as many times as I can, and I just found it really useful. And that's actually something that I'm going to implement in my throughout my year 13 experience. When it comes to revision, I'm going to do more of this sort of active sort of recall, just creating a list of questions for each topic and just answering them and trying to see whether I actually understand this topic in as much detail as possible. And thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys found it useful and good. And I will see you next week. Hope you guys have a great day. And for you guys who are going into year 12, starting sixth form, hope you enjoy it and make sure to be prepared. So thank you guys for watching this video, and make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video and you want more videos like this. So bye guys, see you next week.